Welcome to the live Q&A regular Saturday night spot where the community helps you answer your carp fishing questions and queries. If you're watching on playback, welcome. The topic for tonight is we normally for about 45 minutes for an hour, myself and the community help you answer your questions and queries, everything to do with carp fishing. We review little bits of kit, we look at different venues, the community gives you advice on the venues that you're asking about. Just a whole fun 45 minutes to an hour packed with loads of carp fishing information, lots of questions about rigs and bait and winter and autumn and everything. So welcome guys to the show. Loads in the house tonight. We've got Cranky Carpers, Lee Brown, Liam Burns, Martin Cocker, Richard Day, Toby Hollyoak, the Welsh Carp Catchers, Colin Osborne, Andrew Cartwright, and a whole load more of you. We've got 60 of you and we're just a minute in, which surprises me because all I can hear outside is the fireworks going off like crazy. Carp Dog's in the other room with little Frank. He's hiding underneath the covers, the Carp Dog. Little Frank's peering out the window at the fireworks. So, evening guys, hope you're well. David Doggan, here, evening. David Doggan wants to see the "It Only Takes One Bite" t-shirt. Don't forget guys, if you want to go to the closed Facebook group, if you haven't been there before, there's plenty of you guys in there are members already. Just search for that. It Only Takes One Bite. That will take you there to the closed Facebook group. Great community, great bunch of guys. You can post up your pictures, you can post up your questions and queries, you can post up reviews of products, you can post up your videos that you've done. It's just a whole community of great bunch of guys. I think it's about 1,600 people in there now, so that's worth looking at. Milky Boy 1, good to see you as well. Dave II, good to see you. Oh, look, someone else asking about this one. This is it's the Only Takes One Bite shirt, t-shirt. I think I might do a hoodie in this one as well, so watch out for that. But you can get this one. I'm sure this one is on the website. Evening, Aaron Paul. T800 evening. Paul Luce says, "Hi pal, can you do the Coleman burner do's and don'ts in your bivvy?" I will be doing a dedicated video about that, and I'm going to include it in my next vlog because it's a really, really important subject. I mean, for you guys that don't know, you know, if you're watching this on playback and the first time you come across this channel, this is what we're all about, things like that. Now, for me, Coleman, any gas stove, Coleman, any bivvy heater, when it gets cold, I like to keep warm like any of you guys. And what I do is, I put the Coleman on. Just look at it this way, right? Just look at this picture, right? You're sitting there, it's freezing cold. You zip up your front of your door on your bivvy. You bang your Coleman or your gas cooker on, or your bivvy heater. Put on your telly or your radio. You're lying there looking at it. You're getting warm. You're lovely and toasty, and you fall asleep. I can guarantee you, within a few hours, you'll be dead. You'll be dead. Tell you why? Because the heat, the fire, the flame eats oxygen. We live on oxygen. So you're taking all the oxygen out the air and there's no more oxygen coming in. There's no ventilation. If you zip fully up, you're going to kill yourself. You're going to die of carbon monoxide poisoning. So I put my heater on, I put my Coleman on, but I have about halfway the door. Halfway. So if I do fall asleep, which I don't, but if I ever do, then you're going to get some oxygen coming in. You're not going to die. So guys, it's really important. If you didn't know about this before, take note, because it's a killer. There are people in this country who've died through zipping up their bivvy, putting their heater on, falling asleep, because that's what it does. When you take the oxygen out of the air, you drift off to sleep and you die from carbon monoxide poisoning. There you go. Jody Stafford, good to see you. Groove and Cat, good to see you. Black Chickies are awesome. Loving your YouTube handle. Black chickies are awesome. Brett Silver, good to see you. Brian Silver even. Daniel O'Brien. Ben Wallace. God, all the usual suspects are in here. 149. Guys, we might, this Tuesday, we're going to be doing a live feed from the office again, from the man cave. And we may have a special prize to give away. So it would be worth, and that's only if you're a subscriber. So if you're not a subscriber, you want to go and hit that subscribe button. You want to hit that bell notification so you'll get notified. But this Tuesday's live stream on YouTube, we're going to be giving away a little something a bit special, courtesy of Summit Tackle. So tune in for that, but you'll only be able to enter it if you're a subscriber. It's got to be Carpy. Good to see you, mate. Graham Rowland. Good to see you. Hope you're well. The Unfit Mountain Biker. Bloody hell, I've never seen you before. Good to see you here first time. John Gone Fishing. Hiya, mate. Nathan, Northwest Carp Fishing. Good to see you. No worries, Paul. It's a really valid point there about having ventilation in your bivvy when it's cold. I'm exactly the same as anyone else. Bang that Coleman on. You know, a little bit of heat just takes the edge off it when it's 1-2 degrees or big frost. But I tell you what, it is a killer. It really is. And I don't see anyone talking about it. So thank you, Paul Luce, for reminding me. You know, it's got to be, we've got to speak about these things. Help all of us. We don't want to lose one of the community, do we? Matthew Randall, good to see you, mate. How's it going at Angling Direct, Slough Branch? If you ever go into Angling Direct Slough Branch, you'll see Matthew Randall in there. Thomas Henry Meyer says, is it okay to use brewer's yeast? I would say yes. There's a lot of yeast products in baits these days. Look at the cell. Mainline cell. That's got a yeast in it. Sean Mulqueen, good to see you here, mate. Brian Silver says, have people really died in their bivvies from eaters? Yes, 100%. 100%. Ian Burton says, how can I get hold of some of the t-shirts and hoodies? Now, I'll put a little link up there. Look, there you go, guys. There's a link. There's a link for the hoodies there. You get the t-shirts as well. And there's a link for you guys who want to know about the Facebook page. There's a link to our Facebook page when it comes up. There, about the closed Facebook group. There you go. Gildris asks, how do you pimp up your maggots in winter? I heard that turmeric or krill powder is good. Turmeric powder is very, very good. Very good. All you need is a little handful, riddle them off, let them take it all in. It's a nice spice, like an Indian spice. And what will happen is, I use it all the time with maggots in the winter when I use them. What will happen is, it'll just make yours stand out from everyone else's. Just think of it this way. If everyone else is using your normal maggots that have got, you know, like white or reds or whatever, then by doing this, you'll make them stand out. You're pimping them up. Brad Assateer's out on the social with the lads for the first time in about 6 months. Good for you, Brad, and good for all the guys on the social. Big shout out to you. Lee Brown's loving the mug. He wants one of them. Well, you can get these on the website. No worries, Young Fit Biker. He's saying thank you very much for putting in the link to the closed Facebook group. I'll bang it in again if you missed it. That's ours. That's our communities. Loads of you guys in here are already a member of that Facebook group. Get yourself in there. It only takes one bite. Oh, I don't... Ah, yeah, that's the one, yeah. If you click on that, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to go there. Tony Taylor says, would you use smaller boilies in the winter? I do use a lot more chopped and a lot more sort of 12 millers in the winter. Daniel Bryan says, on your maggot rigs, Leon, do you top them on boilies, cork, or on their own? Right, this is the way I fish maggots. I put a bed of maggots out. I don't use many. A pint, couple of pints, mixed with a bit of hemp, you know, a bit of chopped boilie, you know, everything comes to the party then. And I use a little 10 mil or 12mm pop-up, and I put one of them Evolution Tackle plastic carp plastic maggot crests on top and pull it down, so it's like that. So it's like it's fanned out. That's how I use it. I don't actually use maggots anywhere near the hook. Rob Weaver says, evening Leon, have you ever seen a UFO on your fishing trips? I don't think I have. May have done. Plenty of shooting stars and plenty of crazy people who should be on a different planet, but not actually said I've seen a UFO, I don't think. David Etok, good to see you. Great to catch another live session, he says. Also got the light you recommended. Very impressed. You will be, David. It's a proper lighter, cheap as chips. And when it's windy in the winter, this is the flame just doesn't go out. So you can blob your rigs and bits and pieces and all that. There you go. Paul Luce says, Leon, scoping squid for winter, yes or no? Definitely yes. Mark Beaver says, Leon, I use Predator Plus in my caster, chop worm, fishing. Have you ever tried it on your boilies? Predator Plus. Never heard of it. Enlighten us, Mark, what it is. Ray Mulkerson says, hi Leon, I've only gone and caught the same carp as I did last weekend, a £31 common. I won't complain, Ray. Lots of people are blanking out there at the moment. Steve Fox, evening. Nick Mittner, like the cap light. If you haven't seen that review I did yesterday, it's the Unilight USB LED rechargeable cap light. I did a whole video, whole review on that. It's quite an impressive bit of kit. I think it's about 20 quid. There's a link in the video as well to where you can get it on eBay and to get some more information. Evening, George Anderson. Dave Fisher says, hi buddy, keep up the great vlogs. Thanks Dave. Thanks for all of you for being here. 164 on a bonfire night. I thought I'd have about 10 people in here tonight. Tim Daly says, Leon, where's the carp dog? Carp dog is in the other room underneath the covers. So is anybody out there tonight fishing, getting your free firework display? As Relaxon says, anyone out there fishing tonight, out doing it? I've found in the past when I've fished on fireworks night, I've actually caught. I don't know if it's the disturbance of everything with all the noise, the fireworks, the big booms, but moving the fish about, but I've actually caught. Darren Lindsay says he's out, blanking, but it only takes one bite. There you go, look, only takes one bite. Stu Unzi, good to see you. Jerome, he's saying hello from Holland for winter bait, krill baits. Would you use krill baits in Dutch, he's saying. Krill is actually quite a good winter additive. Matthew Randall says, Leon, have you seen the beanie hats with a built-in head torch? Yes, I have, Matthew. Pretty good bits of kit. Willie Watson says he bought some ESP tungsten loaded soft last week and he's impressed with it. Daniel O'Brien says, when's the review for the tackle safe coming? I shall be doing that this week, so within the next couple of weeks. Graham Roller says he's caught fish on bonfire night when there's been a bit of a display going on. 234 Cheech is off to Lomond Pike tomorrow. Good for you. Let us know next live feed how you get on. Maxima Flexica says, when are you and Mr. G doing the double X? Ah, you have to wait and see. Mr. G will be putting his video out on Monday. Mine will be coming out the following Monday. Dominic Carter says, carp dog hiding underneath the covers. Nothing new then. No, nothing new. Pete Perry says, hi Leon, to use maggots in soft seal or a hard bottom? It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Jamie Guppy says, hi Leon, he's been doing well on fluoros lately. Do you think colour has an impact in winter fishing? Yes, Jamie, I do, and I'll tell you the reason why. In the winter, with the drop in temperatures, it's not cold enough yet. I mean, last week when I was out, still 12, 13 degrees. To me, that's still autumn. Soon as it gets below 10 degrees, then we're talking winter. Doesn't matter if winter doesn't start officially till the 21st of December, but as soon as that temperature gets down below 10, then the fish slow down, and I believe, talking to people like Simon Scott and all the other guys, that their eyesight isn't as good. So something a little bit more fluoro, a bit more bright in their face, pop-up wise, they're more likely to take it. I've done very well on fluoros over the years in the winter and spring. Davey I says, anyone tried Hinder's Tutti Frutti yet? He just bought 3K, supposed to be Richworth's original. Be good to find out if it is or not, Dave. Andy Weaver says, have you ever caught a beast in the margins, bud? Yes, I've caught quite a few big uns, literally, underarm swing in the margins. I don't tend to fish over about 60, 70 yards. I tend to fish 20, 30 yards is my comfort zone, where I feel in control of the situation, and the baiting situation and everything else. Can't be Chris Dodd says, tips for a hard water with only 50 carp in it. Location, location, location. Just watch. You will see them. You will find them. Get up them trees with the Polaroids on. You'll find them. Ben Wallace says, the temperature, you said I got the temp. Well, let me go back. The temperature, the waterproof temperature gauge, which is 199, I think. I put the link in most of my videos. He said he's got one. It's 11.2 degrees. Nothing better than being on the bank and watching us live. There you go. Brilliant. Mike Swift says he's got a permanent pitch with his caravan, but where do I start getting the carp into the swim? Just keep feeding it on a regular basis this time of year and all the way through the winter with something that's easily digestible. If you're using a boiler, it's got to be digestible. Something like SSP bait, System X, very digestible. It's what I'll be using for the winter. You know, maize, hemp, groats, chopped tigers, all them sort of digestible things. Get them in the swim. Steve Berry, good to see you, mate. Says, how's the Tempest going? Absolutely brilliant. In Monday's vlog, I'll give a really good insight into it. Ben Cougar says he's going fishing tonight in search of canal carp. Good for you, Ben. Let us know how you get on. Mike Blake, good to see you, mate. Would you pre-bait at this time of the year? Also, my hoodie arrived today. Very impressed. Old school is the best school. Charcoal grey. Fits lovely. Nice and warm. Glad you like it, Mike. I think they're absolutely brilliant hoodies for the money. Warm. Good quality. Wash up well. And they're quite big for the sizes, which I like, because I like sleeping in mine. Dean Cousin says, talk System X, Leon, want to get on it. Well, I don't want it to sound like an advert. That's the problem, Dean. But check out the System X. It's got liver in it. It's really digestible. It's got tiger nut meal in it. And it's like a mapley, nutty flavour. And I had some sort of input into the revised version of it. Wanted loads of liver in there. Just because fish need liver in the winter. They like it, liver. They need it, you know. So check it out. I'm not going to talk too much about it, because otherwise it sounds like I'm punting it, and I'm not, you know. Willie Wasson says he's finding this for the moment. It's very good. No issues throughout last night's rain. It's a waterproof one. That's why, Willie. Thanks for the feedback, though. Let us know. Tommy Bryson says, what's your favourite pop-up flavouring of all time? Blimey, now you're asking. I don't really know. In the winter, a sweet one. Creamy, sweet. That's got a lot of sweetener in it. Or be glugged in sweetener. There's a little tip for you. No more info on the social yet, Ian. I shall find out. I need to speak to the guy over the winter. I've spoken to him roughly. He said, I'll come back to me over the winter. Then we'll see where we're going from there. Dean Colour says, website looks quality. Needs quite a bit of work on it, Dean, I'm afraid. Katie Bush is night fishing now with Dan B. Rods are on the dance floor. Good for you, Kaylee. And Dan B. Shout out. No worry, Dean. Groove and Cat says, Leon, have any cornmeal boilies experience? Was thinking of making some. I haven't, but corns are very good. It's very digestible in the winter time. Evening, Carl G. Just promoting your video for Monday night. Watch Carl G's video. There'll be a little special guest appearance by someone on the Carp Dog, so watch that on Carl G Northwestern Fishing's YouTube channel. Sean Gregory, good to see you. Adam Ridley says, hi Leon, just got back from a 24-hour session. He got 1 mirror and 2 commons. The temperature has definitely dropped tonight. Definitely dropping. I want it to drop. I want it to go below 10 degrees. Carl G, what is the best pie you can take fishing with you? The one from the Bespoke Pie Shop in Manchester, that's for certain. Maize meal's a good ingredient. Beaver pie, Nick Minter, I love your style. Love your style, Nick. Roy Close, good to see you in here, mate. 170 of us in here now. I don't know why the old ticker's not working. John Godfish says, Leon, are you going to do bottoms to go with your hoodies? I really want to do some, but I can't find anyone that will print them and drop ship them for me. So I'm still looking. James Martin says, where's the Carp Dog? He's in the other room hiding underneath the covers because of the fireworks. Billy Oakley's going fishing with him and his son tomorrow. Good luck, Billy, and let us know how you get on at the next live stream. It's getting cold tomorrow, isn't it, Darren? Yep. Black chicken pie, Brian. Yep. Daniel Bryce says, Leon, can you do a review on that Vapor? I need one. Well, this is the smock one, but I'm thinking of actually bringing out a black chicken vape flavour, black currant and licorice. Now there's an idea, isn't there? Evening, Mark Jenkinson, good to see you in here. Carpy Stevo, good to see you. He's on the bank with Ben Wallace. Don't know whether I'm fishing or playing Call of Duty. Carl G, good to see you, mate. He's popping off to bed. Must be an early night with Mrs. G, I reckon. Get some brownie points in. Maximus. Have you noticed, guys, now someone pointed this out to me the other day, that a lot of the companies have, for some miraculous reason, started doing live feeds on the bank over the last couple of weeks. I cannot think why. Can you guys? Dean Cunt says, get KFC vape liquid. Salt and pepper coat. Mark Jenkinson says, anything on the nightcast? No. Had no correspondence yet, Mark. Nathan Legg says he's smoking cola. Oh, I have to try that one. Jody Stafford says, hi Leon, what do you think of DM tackle and clothing? I've seen them in Sports Direct and even are a good price. Yes, I mean, DM were a clothing company originally. They got bought by Sports Direct, so I presume they've still got the same quality. Dave I says, I fish a 2 to 3 foot water in Shropshire and was wondering where the carp go in a hard winter. And it's very silty. Do you think they're going to silt? Some will go into silt, but you'll be surprised. I've been out on a boat over the winter when it's been freezing and they're still moving about. I've had an echo sounder out and the fish are at all different levels. They're still quite active. Mark Beavers, appreciate it, mate. Evening, Stephen Perry. Have a good night, Mark. Evening, Dean Woolard, Cheshire Carper. Willie Wasser says there's some copycat tackle companies out there. There's a lot of them. Elvis Berry says, what stand will you be on at the Sandown show? Guys, if you don't know, I will be on the Summit Tackle stand. Stand number 10. As you come through the door, you have to go up the stairs. I will be there by the stairs. Chris Coates, evening. Derek McCall says, big companies are watching you, mate. Derek, they're watching us. It's not me, it's us. And they're trying to get their viewing numbers up by trying to copy you, trying to copy us. They won't be able to get our community. It's simple as that. Ben Wallace says, will you be doing black chicken bottoms? If I can find them, if I can find the bottoms, then I'll be doing them. Groove and Cat says, my on the bank videos are awesome, so I won't be surprised if some start copying, only they'll never be as good. Thing is, they won't have the community. You know, it's you guys that make the videos. It's you guys that watch them. You guys engage with your messages, your comments on the videos, and live streams every Tuesday and Saturday, the closed Facebook group. You guys that make the whole thing. That's what they don't understand. Mark Beaver says, what day is the tackle show? The tackle show is the 24th and 5th of November, this month, I believe, at the Sandown. Peter Reynolds says, evening, Leon, ordered the socks, thanks. No, you're quite welcome, guys. The old merino socks will keep you warm. The reason being is because your feet won't sweat in them. That's what makes your feet cold, when they sweat. Wayne Lewis says, Leon, have you ever fished at Suffolk Lakes near Ipswich? I haven't, unfortunately, Wayne. Matthew Randall says, black chicken coats. Leon, now that's a good idea. If I could find some, Matthew, I'll be bringing them out, don't worry. But they'd have to be the right ones. No worries, Mark. Darren Thompson says, where are you off after winter? Are you staying on the Park Lake? I'll be doing a bit on the Park Lake. But if you guys remember some of my earlier videos from the spring last year, I'll be back on the Alien Lake as well. And doing a bit on Sandhurst. Andy Weaver says, when are the Flying Rat hoodies coming out? I will be getting the designer to design up a Flying Rat sort of logo and hashtag. So I'll let you know. Groove and Cat wants black chicken bandanas. Stu Loft says, snug pack clothing worth the money, Leon. Thinking of buying bib and brace and a jacket for the winter. I've got an SJ9 snug pack stroke Fortis jacket and I cannot fault it. It's the best winter jacket I've ever had. I will be doing a dedicated review on that over the next couple of weeks. Dominic Carter says, but none of the copycats have a Leon, thanks Dominic, the Carp Dog, and the Spoon of Death. No one's got the Spoon of Death. A few people have. Ian Smith says, have you ever used a fish spot? I haven't, Ian. Matthew Randall says, got to be the right ones, given the missus my list from your website. Thanks, Matthew. Derek McCall says, Calder actually had a video with one of their guys blanking today, but then plug in their next video. They cannot help themselves. Let them get on with it. Lee Brown says, any tutorials, Leon? I used to do tutorials, but I just haven't got the time anymore. With work and doing the videos and editing and working for my customers and that, I just haven't got the time. Craig Bentley, good to see you, mate. Nicky Howell, good to see you. 185 people on a Saturday night on bonfire night. Good to see you all. Appreciate every single one of you. Rob Hammer says, been watching your past blogs, never seen a tyre blowout on a barrow. It may have been my fault, Rob, where I overinflated it. Tony Bryce says, the SJ9 snug pack jackets are mint jackets, well worth the money. I think so. They're an investment. That's what I think they are. Dominic Carter says, now listen up guys, he says, regarding the carbon monoxide poisoning that I was speaking about earlier, if you start getting headaches, this is a warning sign that you need more ventilation. Ben Wallace says, do fish head for deeper water in winter? In my experience, Ben, sometimes they do. If you get a quick cold snap, then they go to a deep part of the lake. But don't forget, if you get a bit of sun out during the day, they're going to come up. That's why zigs work really well. Richard Edney says he's just got the Rich Monkey throwing stick. What do you think of it? I've seen it, but I've never used it. It seems quite big, if that makes sense. But I can't comment it because I've never used it. I know plenty of guys who use it who would recommend it. Roy Close, 25 PSI barrel wheels. Yeah, I think I had it on about 25, 26, but it still blew out. Groove and Cat says Saturday afternoon here in the USA. Look at that. We've got international guys, haven't we? Our little community is international. We've got people from Holland, Belgium, Slovenia, Germany have popped in. Everywhere. Someone who's on holiday in Australia or something the other week. And America. Stephen Perry says, Leon, do you ever use zig rigs? All the time in winter on deepish lakes. Evening, Mark Childs. Good to see you. Carpy Steve says, is there any electrical bivvy heaters? There must be, mustn't there? Tim Daly says, Leon, pop up to a bottom base. It depends if there's weed on the lake, but I tend to go on pop-ups from about, when the temperature goes below 10 degrees, the water temperature, I tend to go on the pop-ups for the rest of the winter and the spring on 2 rods. The other rod, I always fish a bottom bait, because you never know. Sweden, Dimmy Hardoff's from Sweden as well. Look, guys, if you're from a different country from England, type it in. Where you're from. In fact, I tell you what, even if you're from England, type in the county you're from or the city you're from. Bang it in there now so we can see where everyone's from. Kev Spencer says, evening, Leon. Got some of those Army thermal softies. Brilliant. Pleasure, Kev. They're about 30 quid as well, I think, for a set of the bottoms. Warm as toast. Nathan Leake says there is a portable power heater. Matty Rushers from Durham, Groove and Cat, Washington, USA, Holland, Ireland, Manchester, Kent, Nottingham, Surrey, Mansfield, Bristol, Shropshire. This going crazy. Cornwall, Nottingham, Leicestershire, Hampshire, Colne, Lancashire, Southampton, Essex, Manchester, Wales, Camden, Hampshire, Lowestoft, Lincolnshire. Bloody hell, we're everywhere, aren't we, guys? Everywhere. Bristol, Leicestershire, Whitstable, Timbuktu. Love it, Graham. Love your style. Beverley, East Yorkshire. I've been there, Graham. Norwich, Nuneaton, Wiltshire, Harefield. Fished that lake. Shrewsbury, Meltdown. It is, it's gone Meltdown. Lithuania, Gildris. Good to see you. Dublin, Plymouth, Holland. Bristol, Scotland. Good to see you, Derek McCall. Berkshire, Colin Osborne, Sean Gregory, Guildford, Essex, the Death Star. God, what a great laugh we have on our live streams, don't we, eh? Cheers, guys. Tipperary, Swindon, Dark Side of the Moon. What a brilliant album that is, Brian. 10 Minutes from Yateley, Skipton, Banksif, Holland, Melton Mowbray, Afghanistan, Carpy Stevo. I hope you're not. Ian Burton says, where did you get your temperature reader from, Leon? eBay, $1.99, takes about 5 days to look. If you go onto my last few videos, you go in the description, there'll be a link there for the water temp. Bear with me, I'll see if I can find it. See if I can find the link. I'll just get it. Bear with me and I'll get it. I'll see if I can find it for you guys. See if I can find the link for the thermometer, the waterproof thermometer. Let's have a look. Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. The waterproof thermometer. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, where is it? 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 So, this could be the one. Right. Here we go. Right, that should be the link for the waterproof thermometer. Maidstone, Philip Gore, just round the corner from where I am now. There's the link there for the waterproof thermometer. Aaron Paul says, if you get headaches at home, it's the missus. Darren Thompson says his little girl Macy says hello. Shout out to Macy Thompson. £1.99 that thermometer is, I think. It takes you about 5 days to get there from China, or wherever it is, but well worth the money. Sean Gregory says, what head tools to get? There's loads of good ones out there. It really depends on your budget. Mark Beaver says, Leon, what do you think? The Top Penguins live feed. I only watched it yesterday, loved it. Yep, it's good to see Adi Blanford. Top Penguin is doing his live feed as well. You know, it's great, isn't it? Ian Smith says, what about a live tutorial when you're fishing and you do a live advice, hints and tips live? It might be quite difficult with the camera and everything else. That's the only problem. Do you have to do it through your phone? There you go, Steve Perry. Found and bought £1.95. That's for the thermometer. I'll put that link up there. Here's the link again, guys, if you missed it. If it's whizzing past too fast. There you go. Cheap as chips. And it'll give you an indication over the winter when it's rising, when it's dropping. You know, I use it mainly for when now I want to know when it drops below 10 degrees. Because when it drops below 10 degrees, then I start getting on the pop-ups more. I start putting more, I start coming off the fish meal baits and going on the more, you know, more digestible, bird foody sort of type of baits. Use more particles, maybe even change lake. You know, it can tell you a lot. And then when you come to the end of winter, when you should get back onto the fish meals, and also when you should like start moving to your spring venues. Nathan Leake says, I'm smoking on my Smock Rotor Bad Rad running 220 watts. That's what this one is, the old Smock one. Groomer Cat says, any preference on scents on zigs? I wouldn't say scents. I would say just use a black bit of foam. I think the reason why we get bites on black bits of foam is the shadow, is the silhouette against the. If you've ever looked up when you're swimming on holiday or in the swimming pool, and you've got sun out on that, it looks like a bit of glass. It looks like a mirror, a wavy mirror. If you look up, if you imagine a bit of black silhouetting against the night sky or the white clouds, it looks like. You know, they're going to try it and they use their lips. They haven't got hands to see what it is, have they? If you're going to soak anything for your zigs, which I don't personally, but I'd use something like talin or something like that, or a mixture of talin and hemp oil. So one goes up and the other one sort of comes down. Stephen Perry says, really good question. Is there a temperature that carp don't feed? In my sort of experience, anything below about 4.5 degrees, you're struggling, really struggling. MJ Moore says, hi Leon, looking for a new unhooking mat. Any tips? Depends really. I use a couple of different ones. The Avid XL Carp Cot is a brilliant. It's quite expensive, about 60 quid. But it's got all the sides, folds down about that wide and about that big. But you can get everything you want in there. Agree, Mark, definitely. You can catch fish under 4 degrees. But in my experience, the lower it gets under 5 degrees, the less chance you've got. Dominic, I like your style. Maximus wants me to say hello to his lad Fletcher. Shout out to you, Fletcher, on a Saturday live stream Q&A with the community. There you go, Fletcher. Fox Easy Matt. Yeah, there's another good one, Matt. If Matthew Randall's in here still or works at Angling Direct, he might be able to give you a few pointers on what is the best seller. Because normally when you speak to guys who work in the shops or in the trade, they tell you what sells best. And it normally sells best because it's the best one. Tommy Bryson says, has anyone used the PB Products Control mainline? And is it any good? If anyone can help him with that. I haven't used it, unfortunately. Matthew Randall, yep. Avanta, which is Angling Direct's own brand. They've got some good, proper price unhooking mats. Leon, can you put the link up for the lighter? If I can find it. Bear with me, guys. See if I can find it. Let's have a look. If I can find it. If I can find it. Let me see. I'll try and find it for you. Let's have a look. Where are we? Let's have a look. Let's have a look for the lighter. Ah, here we go. There's the link for the lighter. There you go, guys. Ian Smith, Nash Inflatable Carp Cradle. Yeah, that's another good one. Yeah, I prefer a carp cradle over a mat as well, Dominic. 186 people in the house tonight. Don't forget, guys, tune in Tuesday. We should have a special prize for all you subscribers. If you haven't subscribed already, guys, you've got to be a subscriber to be able to be in the chance of winning this bit of kit from Summit Tackle. So you've got to be a subscriber. I know most of you are, but if you're watching this on playback, then, you know, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification key that comes up, little bell, then you'll be notified every time we do the live and do any of the videos. Dean Willard, good to see you. He's got to go. Thanks for popping in. Steve Perry says, have you ever fished Silver Springs or the plantation at Conglersbury? No, I haven't. Cheers, Nick. Good to see you in here tonight, mate, as well, Nick. Here we go. Once the water gets to 4 degrees, it then changes density, rises to the surface, and turns to ice. Hence why a lake never freezes down deep. Cheers, Nick. Baden Hall Fisheries. No, Craig, never fished there. Steve Fox says, do you use the snowman rig? Oh, yes, I use that. With a curve shape works best on that, Steve. Can't be Chris Dodds is multitasking. He's watching Strictly Come Dancing while he's watching this as well. That's it, Jody Stafford. Get subscribed, guys. Mark Beaver says, is it a chicken carbonara dinner? If it is, I'll be well happy. Dominic Carter says, after last week's comment, if you missed last week, please tell me the special price is Mrs. B's underwear that you've been wearing. That's a bit of a spoiler, really, isn't it, Dominic? You spoiled it for everyone, the price now. But the best thing is I've still got them on from last week, Dominic. Here you go. Daniel O'Brien says, Sonic's SKS framed cradle is spot on for the money. Cradle all day long. That's what I use, cradle. Got to be. Stephen Perry says, do we get a prize for the most questions or shout-outs? Afraid not, Stephen. Can't be Steve-O says, watch the carbon monoxide poisoning with the lighters. Mark Beaver says, Leon, do any of your family fish? No one in my family, apart from my great uncle many, many, many years ago, has fished. No one else in my family fishes. No one. My son's been with me a couple of times, but he's more interested in the old you know, Xbox and that. But no, I mean nobody in my family fishes. Matt Jones, good to see you, mate. Still got 185 people in here after 45 minutes. Marty's Angling Adventures, good to see you, mate. Another good channel there. If you haven't seen Marty's Angling Adventures, get yourself over to his YouTube channel. He says, how's the carp dog with the fireworks? Ziggy's hiding. The carp dog's in the other room with little Frank hiding underneath the covers. Stephen Davis says, I'm going pool hall in West Midlands on Monday for a short session. I'm thinking about using singles. Would you do the same? Definitely. This time of the year, when there's a lot of natural about, there's a lot of decaying weed and leaves going in the lake, you want to be fishing a pop-up, and singles at that. Graham Rowland says, what's the strangest thing have you had in your bivvy? Mine is a mink or a mole. Strangest thing I've had in my bivvy is Mrs. B, Graham. Or, from last week, is Carl G. What's the next gadget you are looking at after the power bank? Not really too sure, Carpy Stevo. Not really too sure, yeah. I'll be looking at my kit, see what I use. I might buy a couple of things. Not too sure just yet. Black Chickens Are Awesome. Loving your YouTube channel. Header, mate. Name of it. Leon, washed out coloured pop-ups in winter or bright coloured ones? I use both. I use a fluoro white and a washed out pink. Who's Little Frank? He's my son, Little Frank. He's probably watching this on his YouTube channel. Jake Sharp says, ever used a Tempest Brolly? Jake, if you watch my vlog Monday, Vlog 7 I think it is the latest one coming up this Monday. I talk about the new Tempest V2 that I bought. I go through a few, well, all the pros about it and a couple of cons as well. Hi Dingle, good to see you. Mark Beavers, no, he wasn't on my live feed, but we were fishing together on a little social last week, which we filmed. His video's coming out Monday. Mine will be out the following Monday. Well worth a look. We went to Sandhurst Lake, so... No worries, Maximus. He said his lad is still jumping out, up and down, after his call out. That's what it's all about. We're a community, aren't we, guys? You know, as I always say, it's not about me. I just host the thing. It's all about you guys. You're the ones who make it. You're the ones who watch the videos. If I had no views and no comments, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it? You know, it's us. It's not me. It's us, the community. I tell you the weirdest thing, well, not the weirdest thing, but one of the strangest experience I've ever had when I'm fishing was the carp dog normally comes with me, but this particular week he didn't come with me. And I was fishing a swim, there's loads of rats about. And they're, you know, down by the rods. I fell asleep on my back like that, and I was rudely awoken with a rat on my chest. And I'm using a little oval umbrella, and I went bang like that. The rat hit the top of the umbrella, come down, and scurried off the bed chair. He was coming up to bite my nose. Was that Carl? Yes, Carl G. Still got 180 people in here. 50 minutes in. We're going to go for about another 10 more minutes, guys. So I'm going to go and watch a film with Little Frank and the carp dog. Steve Milson says, what am I vaping? I'm vaping, and what I only vape is the, oh bloody hell, menthol. Menthol is the only thing I vape. It's the only thing I really like, because it's quite strong, it's quite harsh. And I'm going to have to go and get another brew in a minute. Graham Martin says he woke up and went to put his boots on. It's full of frogs. That's a crazy one, isn't it? Carl G sitting on my chest now. I was waiting for that. As soon as I said my nose, I was waiting for someone to say something. Matt Jones, it is a big nose. Cheers, Matt. Yes, Mark, I did hear that. This fox was in his bivvy. He woke up and he bit him, didn't it? Best casting line. It all depends, Matty. It all depends, really. There's lots of good casting lines out there. Jody Stafford says, hi Leon, does having a dog with you when you're night fishing help keep the rats away? 100%. With the carp dog, Barney, he keeps them all away. We don't see any rats when he's about. Dominic Carter says, are you sponsored by Yorkshire Tea yet? No, I'll leave it up to Mark Pictures, that one. See you later, Dave Wright. Thanks for popping in. Stuart Cox, good to see you. Willie Wasson, good for popping in, mate. Look, Carpy Chris says, well, I do have a big hooter. Well, that's just the way it is, isn't it? No problem, MJ Moore. Rob Weaver says, have you ever had slug problems in the bivvy? Depends what you really mean there. In my younger days, when I used to take a few to fairer sex with me fishing, yeah, I could say I did have a bit of a slug problem then. But a bit of salt around the front of the bivvies normally keeps the old slugs away. Ben Wallace, good to see you, mate. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for popping in, Darren. Erwin Dawes, Alex Boob's got to go. On that note, guys, I'm going to wrap it up in a minute. What I will say is, guys, thank you very much. Appreciate you all being here. Part of this community. It's growing and growing. Every live feed. Thanks for commenting on my videos. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. If you're not in our closed Facebook group, get yourself over to it. It only takes one bite. Search for that one word. Don't forget, we do the black chicken hoodies. The ones that are up there. Loads of t-shirts, loads of mugs, and loads of stuff that you can get to use on the bank. Good quality kit as well. I don't sell rubbish. And don't forget, I've got another video coming out Monday, another one Wednesday and Friday. And I will be live here Tuesday. And I think we've got a nice little prize for one of the subscribers. So you've got to be a subscriber. That's the main thing. You've got to subscribe to the channel, or you won't be able to be randomly picked for this prize from Summit Tackle. Because I'm going to Holland on the Wednesday and Thursday to Belgium. And the guy who runs Summit Tackle is staying at my house Tuesday night. So he's going to be here and he's kindly going to put a prize up for one of you guys who've subscribed to the channel. Right, guys. Thanks for... Right, that's me. I'm out of here. Thanks for being here, guys. As I've just put up. See you soon.